Okay, thank you so much for joining. So today we've come to our last tutorial for our statistical analysis for analyzing datasets unit. So what we've covered during our previous session, we looked into understanding the principle of statistics for analyzing datasets. We looked in understanding the principle of descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive analysis. And lastly, we looked into carry out a simple statistical analysis using spreadsheet. So today's tutorial, we will now cover our assignment discussion. So we've been given a scenario, and in this scenario, we will now have three major tasks, which has to be covered in order for us to achieve a merit grade. So let's now get into our scenario. So note for the learner, to do this unit, you will need to have access to spreadsheet software, such as Microsoft Excel. So we've been given a scenario where you're currently working for a local car hire company in the data analysis team. Your team creates business and management information for other teams and departments, including senior management. So task number one, your team often produce report for the sales team. Luca, one of the managers, the sales team, tells you that they don't feel the team have very good understanding of the statistics using the reports. Your manager, Hazel, feels that doing presentation for the sales team in Excel is an excellent opportunity to strengthen the management with them. So she asks you to do the presentation where you describe the case for variation between observation in a data set, describe methods to summarize data, explain the characteristic of normal distribution and its role in data analysis, explain what is meant by correlation. To achieve a merit, you would also need to explain the issue within application of interpolation and extrapolation, explain the significance of outliers. To achieve a distinction, you would also need to evaluate the selection of approach and techniques in the execution of analysis. Task 2, Luca is keen to use different type of analytics techniques currently in the report that they received. So to follow up on the presentation, they ask you to write an email to the learner where you describe the appropriate use case for descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive analysis, which this is learning, which is the learning outcome for assessment criteria for our second tutorial, learning outcome 2. Task number 3, the sales team has asked you to provide a few presentation slides where these are going to contain the results of a query and the content of a pivot table. So by using dataset that is provided in Appendix 1, you will need to find the bookings included in the invoice with the number 173. Use the duration of the booking, where the difference between book end date and book start date, to find the price per day for each of those bookings. What is the registration numbers for the most expensive car on that invoice? So your manager, Hazel, wants you to create a pivot table in the Excel for the sales team so they can investigate the length of booking themselves using the data set that is provided in the Appendix 1. You will need to do the following. In the Excel, add a column to the data set for the duration of the booking. So for example, you can now put the difference between book end date and book start date and construct a pivot table. Yeah, and construct a pivot table that will now include those columns. The row heading will be description, and the new column heading should be number of days covered by the booking. Add the filter to select only cars that are identified as Ford cars. So the data set already has the data merged into one table, but you tell Hazel that it could also have been done by Excel. So Hazel wants you to explain how lookup functions are used to select data from tables. To achieve a merit in your explanation to Hazel, you will also need to analyze the use of conditional statistics summarization functions. So again, we have an appendix with the data sets for using task 3. And here we have a guidance there. So here's our 3 mandatory tasks. And is there any question for me?
Thanks, Victor. No, that's all fairly clear. And plus it's all in Excel, so that's like really easy to do.
Yeah.
So maybe there should be a fairly light unit to have to work through. I feel like there was something, but I can't remember now. No, I think that's sort of all clear. No, I think that's all fine. I'll be sending you I'll be emailing across my unit 7 in the next before midday. So hopefully you'll get that later on, either today or on Monday. So yeah, just letting you know that's coming across. But yeah, no, other than that, all looks good. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Johnny, for letting me know. And if there's nothing else, I'll see you on Monday.
Catch you on Monday. Have a good weekend, Victor. Speak soon.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.